In the complex design of human nature, the majority of men are subtly programmed to pursue and express interest in certain common themes, such as sports, fashion trends, and pop culture, which seem to be part of an unwritten social code. This widespread tendency stems from the tribal mentality deeply rooted in us from our prehistoric ancestors. It is a survival mechanism where fitting in and being accepted by the group meant safety. However, amidst this social norm, a rare breed of men known as Sigma males emerges. These enigmatic men deviate from the conventional narrative, showing little to no interest in what is often considered normal by the average man. Their interest can be incredibly varied or highly specific, often venturing into areas that have not been touched by the mainstream. While this may isolate them from typical social groups, it is precisely this uniqueness that makes them intriguing, portraying them as non-conformists who value their individuality over social conformity. So, what are some of these common things that Sigma males tend to have little or no interest in, while everyone else seems to care a lot? Here are 7 normal things that Sigma males have no interest in. If you are a man who rises stronger after every fall, who transforms pain into power, and refuses to follow the crowd, write in the comments, "Out of the ordinary." And don't forget to join the army of men who do not ask for permission to dominate. First, brand names. In the vast landscape of the male social hierarchy, where alphas and betas often reside, there is a significant difference in their consumer behavior compared to Sigma males. For many, the allure of brand names is irresistible. It is a subtle game of marketing psychology where logos and labels often signify quality, status, or an appealing lifestyle. Alphas and betas, often aligned with social norms, may find themselves swayed by the allure of these big brands, perceiving them as markers of success or prestige. However, Sigma males, the outliers of this social spectrum, remain immune to the charm of brands. For them, the value of a product does not lie in its brand name, but in its inherent quality, functionality, and the tangible value it brings to their lives. Their focus is on practicality and efficacy, not aesthetics or status symbolism. They discerningly judge a product's worth based on its merit, not its marketed image. This mindset not only showcases their pragmatic and independent nature, but also serves as a stark reminder of the compelling difference between Sigma males and their alpha and beta counterparts. Second, drama. Drama is a distraction that many people revel in, perhaps seeking an adrenaline rush or maybe an escape from the monotony of everyday life. However, for Sigma males, peace of mind and a drama-free existence are priorities. They place a high value on their mental tranquility and clarity, recognizing that a cluttered mind can hinder their progress. Sigma males are men of ambition, and those who are ambitious cannot afford to be distracted by drama. It's not that they lack empathy or fail to comprehend the troubles of others. Instead, they are selective about the problems they involve themselves in, preserving their mental space for their own journeys and aspirations. This makes them stand out as men who refuse to be swept away in the currents of social pressures, asserting their dominance when it comes to setting boundaries. Third, celebrity gossip. Unlike many people, Sigma males aren't intrigued by celebrity gossip or the glitz and glamour of the star-studded world. In a society where celebrity culture often dominates conversation and media attention, Sigma males stand apart, with their attention primarily focused on their own lives and ambitions. They recognize that elevating celebrities on a pedestal can lead to unrealistic expectations and potential disappointment. Hence the saying, never meet your hero. Rather than being captivated by the lives of the rich and famous, Sigma males are engrossed in their own lives, pouring their energy into self-improvement and personal progress. To them, the actions of celebrities are irrelevant and distracting, and do not contribute to their own success or happiness. They'd rather live their own reality than be consumed by the artificial, carefully crafted public images of celebrities. Fourth, flaunting their success. In today's world, where social pressures often drive people to outwardly display their wealth or success, a phenomenon known as keeping up with the Joneses, Sigma males remain unfazed. They don't care about showing off expensive cars, watches, or designer clothing to project an image of wealth. They understand the difference between appearing wealthy and actually being wealthy. Sigma males are more focused on amassing wealth for their own security and comfort, rather than for show. This way of thinking often stems from their high level of financial literacy. They know that financial stability is not represented by the car they drive, the brand they wear, or the size of their house, but rather by the value of their investments and the balance in their bank accounts. Instead of falling into the trap of trying to impress others, Sigma males live within their means and make sound financial decisions. They understand that true wealth is not just about material possessions, but about financial freedom and security. Fifth, social norms and etiquette. Sigma males could truly care less what you think about them or their decisions, and this mindset extends to their approach to social norms and etiquette. An example of this can be seen in their choices of beverages. A Sigma male doesn't subscribe to the concept that certain drinks are inherently feminine or masculine. He will choose a beverage based on his preference and taste, not based on societal gender norms. For instance, let's say a man really liked drinking mimosas, but was afraid of ordering one in front of his friends because they view a mimosa as a girly drink. Common social etiquette would deter this man from ordering what he truly wanted, instead opting for a more manly drink like whiskey. For a Sigma, if he likes mimosas, he will order one with no shame. This mindset is a reflection of Sigma males' broader philosophy about societal perceptions. They view the assignment of gender roles to inanimate objects as arbitrary and nonsensical. For example, historical shifts in color perceptions offer an enlightening perspective. Historically, pink was once seen as a strong and decisive color suitable for boys, while blue was considered delicate and dainty, fit for girls. This contrast in perception over time serves to underline the point that societal norms are malleable and not absolute. Sigma males recognize this fluidity and reject the need to adhere to these changing norms. Instead, they see things as they are and make their choices based on their individual preferences and convictions, regardless of societal expectations or gender roles. Sixth, social media. Sigma males often demonstrate a hesitation towards accepting social media, a trait that sets them apart in a world dominated by digital life. In an era where social media consumption is prevalent, with many people carefully curating their online image and spending considerable amounts of time scrolling through feeds, Sigma males tend to resist this trend. They see the potential hazards of excessive social media use, such as the risk of becoming overly concerned with online perceptions, the potential for decreased self-esteem due to comparisons, and the dilution of real-world experiences and relationships. Sigma males value being fully present and living authentically, something that can be compromised when too much focus is put on crafting an online persona. As a result, they often use social media sparingly, if they use it at all, choosing instead to invest their time and energy into their real-world interests and pursuits. The truth is that more and more people are becoming so caught up with how they are perceived online that they are beginning to forget what it's like to feel present in the real world. Finally, conventional fashion. Instead of adhering to fleeting fashion trends or dressing to fit in, Sigma males develop their own unique style that reflects their individuality and offers them comfort. This is not to say that Sigma males are careless about their appearance. They realize the significance of personal presentation, recognizing that it often shapes first impressions and influences how others interact with them. Therefore, rather than blindly following trends, Sigma males aim to look presentable and comfortable in their own unique way, dressing in a manner that opens doors of opportunities for them rather than simply conforming to the latest fashion. They understand that dressing well can convey a sense of self-respect and competency, but they do it on their own terms. If this resonates with you, then you already know that spark inside you is not weakness. It's your calling. Right, liberated, if you have already turned pain into power. If you are ready to stop pretending and forge your own code, then subscribe. Here, there are no theories, just men building themselves. We leave you with a list of videos on the secret guide to Sigma males on the screen.